Hello everybody! Is anyone going to join me tonight? I had a few responses to yes. I was worrying at one point when it was 100% people, but that was only because one person had voted. Anyway, hello, I'm Helen from And So I, in case you didn't know that. So I am launching the first week of the Fractured Skull, Quilt, which I have my version behind me here. I should probably try and do a little bit of a pan to show you the full size of it. And I will step back just to show you how big it is. So this is me. I'm quite tall, I'm 5'7". So this is the Fractured Skull quilt, and I am starting week 1 today of the sew-along for it. I have been blown away by the response. I've just checked the numbers and I have 190 of you signed up. I mean, what? I can't believe that. 190. So there's going to be a lot of skull quilts out there, hopefully, and from the colouring up versions I've seen, they look absolutely epic. So, 190 of you signed up. There's still time to sign up and join in. This first week is just about preparation, so you can still get the pattern and sign up. The link is in my bio. I am going to put this video, hopefully, onto my YouTube channel, and it will be on the IGTV, and it's hopefully going to be captioned. I've never captioned it before, but hopefully I should be able to make it captioned. I'm assuming that everyone can hear me and everything. So, this is the skull quilt, but last year I designed, oh, not this one, which is the panel, which was the original design. Basically, last September I was getting really jealous of all the Halloween patterns, and there's a blog post about this if you want to go look. And I was really keen to create something geometric and really 3D looking. Obviously, once I created it, so this is a panel that I made last year, and just a few weeks ago I did one with some flowers. Yes, I am indeed live. I know I don't know what I was saying. So, yeah, this panel I designed last year because I wanted a skull to be really 3D and geometric, and it was really popular. Loads of people liked it, and everyone was like, I want a quilt, I want a quilt. I was like, okay, I'll do a quilt. And I couldn't really work out, well, no, I could work out how to do it, but I just didn't think people would like it. And, well, seems like 190 of you at least do. Because the interesting thing is that I wanted to produce the pattern on large format printing. Just for clarification, let me just grab a sheet. The pattern comes as 6 of these big pieces of paper. Basically, I don't sell the paper or the printouts. You need to go and get them printed yourself. It can be really easily done, and I have a blog post with some links of places that you can go and get it done. But this is basically what, if you're an architect or something, or well, lots of people, what you print your building plans on, which is why it was just a no-brainer for me. But because you had to go and buy it and you couldn't print it at home, I did think that people wouldn't be interested. But I decided I was going to blag it this year and see how it went down. Well, it seems to be good. If you make it, we will join. Yes, well, I'm definitely making another one. So the pink colourway of this one was for my eldest daughter. She's obsessed with pink, like most girls, and equally myself, in case you can't tell. So I made her the pink colourway. Now, my youngest, who is 3, has decided that she is already going to steal the second one that I'm going to do while I'm doing this sew-along. So, yeah, might have to make a third. I mean, I might even have a third planned already anyway. It's quite ridiculous. I can't do that many, can I? Can I? Yeah, I can. So, let me just check what I was going to talk about. So the sew-along, it starts this weekend. The email's gone out, but I can send it again. To anyone that signs up from now onwards. So it's week 1, it's just all about preparation. Oh my god, my brain. The sew along runs until Halloween, and the aim of this is just to get people into it. I'm around, you can answer lots of questions, there's loads of people, and loads of people will be sewing along with you, hopefully. Everyone probably at slightly different rates, but I will break it down week by week to help people, and hopefully everyone really enjoy the experience. So it runs until Halloween, and the aim is just to get the quilt top done. You don't need to quilt it or anything like that. I mean, obviously, if you want to, you can, and that would be great, but that's not necessarily the aim. I've kind of tried to make it bite-sized chunks. So the first week is all about preparation, so it's about getting the pattern, getting it printed, having a go with your colouring pages. So the quilt comes in three sizes, 60 inch by 60 inch, 60 by 80, and then 80 by 80. And I did that because I thought different people would like different things. So I'm going to have to move you back a little bit further to show you. So the 60 by 60 goes from here and it comes out to here. You can't quite see me, I'm off the screen. And the same on the other side. So the skull stays the same size, it's just the amount of background. I like the lots of background because I like all the different colours that you can put into it. But obviously, completely up to you as to what you do. As you, well, hopefully know, in the pattern, I've designated 9 colours for gradiating out. There's only 7 if you're doing the smallest one. I can't remember what the... is it 6 maybe? Anyway, no, I'm wrong. Ignore me. Just ignore that. So anyway, so it can be done in 3 sizes. You still print the same amount, the same pages, you just trim and don't make some of the sections. Let me just show you. So on this printout, I don't know what page this is. So this is just one of the pages. It happens to be right at the bottom. But there's a dashed line across some of the pieces. Now that's where you trim, including the seam allowance, so you don't, to make the smaller sizes. So, I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want. How many have I made? Someone has asked. That's Kate, actually, who lives around the corner. Worldwide here. We've got someone in Australia and someone around the corner watching. That's quite exciting. I've only made this one so far. I mean, how many skulls have I made? I've made quite a few of them. 4 or 5. And that doesn't include the tester sections and bits that were done and then kind of evolved from there. I definitely have this one that I'm doing in the sew along, and I definitely have another one planned. And that one's actually going to be a bit small. I'm shrinking it down. I can't follow my own rules. Well, no, they're not rules, by the way. But I can't, yeah, I'm terrible at following instructions. So anyway, the 6 pages, when they came printed for me, look like this. I know in America quite a lot of people are getting them, so they're posted rolled up. As I said, you can get them online and you can get them done quite easily. There's a blog post to explain it, and if you have any other questions about it, there's also a Q&A blog post which I will keep adding to as I get questions. One question I got today, which was how long the pattern took to make. So how long does it take to make the top? So how much time during the sew along do you really need to dedicate? So I think the top took me about 35-36 hours. I'm not the fastest sewer. I tend to get distracted by my phone or watching TV or having to run out and go and get the kids. So I would say probably about 6 to 8 hours a week. Obviously, it completely depends. You could do a couple of hours in the evening and a day at the weekend if you've got that time, or just a few evenings. But to be honest, if you don't keep up, it's not the end of the world. There is space at the end. The last week is literally just sewing the 3 seams of joining these sections and then joining across here. And though you need to pin and be careful with those, they're not going to take you 6 to 8 hours, promise you. Okay, so week 1, it's about printing the pattern. Let me check my list again. I've talked about the sizes, and I've talked about the colouring and the colouring pages. The other thing I recommend doing is cutting the pattern out. Next week we're going to work on just the skull section. Oh, can't do this. Just the skull section. Yeah, I can't do it. So I have just cut the pattern pieces for that. I haven't cut the whole lot up, basically because there's a lot of pieces, and even though I know this pattern like the back of my hand, it's really confusing even for me. I keep putting things in the wrong places, so I always look at the references. Always look at the references, even when I know what I'm doing. And I've just cut out the skull sections because those are what I'm going to be working on to start with. I've also folded them along the seam lines to help me, and I've started to make a few notes because I'm going off-piste. Sorry. Just to be confusing, I'm not going to follow the instructions from day one. Would you like to see how I'm going to make my next quilt? I'm quite excited. So, some clues might be, if you know me, you know who my favourite pattern designer is. Pattern designer, fabric designer. At the moment, I am just a little bit... obsessed is not the right word. Yes, it is. With Libs. Libs Elliott. So, I have got her Phosphor 21 collection, some of which is this. And this is how my background is going to go. I tried to pin this together to try and make it clever. So my background's going to be like this. So top, just a little bit of this limey green, down to some pink at the bottom. I can't avoid pink, unfortunately. I'm also going to, it's coming apart, not just use these Phosphor 21s. Let me just get the pile of fabric. Yeah. Just a complete mix of lots of different things of hers that I love. So particularly I love this one. I love this one. Well, all of the skulls, obviously. I love this one. I call it the QR code, but obviously it's not called that. That's not what Liv's called. I love a bit of neon, so we're going to throw that in, and a little bit of gold as well. So, that's what I'm thinking. I've got a basic plan, which I did start on paper. I blew mine up, and then I used a bit of an old sketchbook that I used to have, and just started writing some notes as to how I was going to do it, and then gave up on that. I did get my colouring pens out, and I matched up the fabric swatches with coloured pencils and things. So I do work like that. You want to rob my house? You can't rob my house. If you rob mine, I get to rob some of your Tula. So, anyway, that won't make sense to anyone else. So that's what my background's going to be. I'm going to stick with the grey for the skull, because for me, that's really what I always wanted. It was always about it being a kind of a grayscale and 3D. So, in my appropriate Halloween bucket, I have a selection of, again, Libs's dark into lots of lightning bolts and things, into whites, greys, silvers, which is going to be skull. So I have quite a lot more than the... yes, I will definitely trade some of the gold skulls. Sorry. Oh, I'm off on one now. There's more than the 7 fabrics here, which is normally what is used for the skull. I decided that I wanted to use as many different fabrics as possible, just to make my life more difficult. So I'm going to have a play with these fabrics in trying to make the skull look even more 3D. Whether it works, I don't know. It might work. If it doesn't, then I'll be starting again. But anyway, so that's my fabric pull. And that's what I'm going to be doing. What I would love for you guys to do is to post pictures of what you're looking at and what you're thinking. It can be just an idea or whatever. It'd be great. So then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to post this tomorrow. Last year we had a little intro, so I think it was like, tell us a random fact about yourself, or like a surprising fact or something. So this year I want to do, it's really cliche, I'm sorry, but I couldn't really think of anything else. I want to do 2 facts and 1 lie, and we all have to guess what the lie is. I don't know if I should say mine out loud now, because I can't actually remember them. So I will be doing an IG post tomorrow, which will also be on my Facebook and everything. With that, just a little intro about me. Who doesn't love me? Probably quite a lot of people. I've had quite a few unfollows because I think not everyone likes the skull. Don't really get that, to be honest. I mean, the other really random thing is I'm not actually a huge skull person, but I have become a huge skull person because there's just some beauty about it. I've always liked it. It's one of the original ideas that behind the fractured skull was Damien Hirst's skull, which I can't even think of what it's called, but the one covered in diamonds. Obviously, who doesn't like diamonds? So I've always had kind of an interest in them and things like that. So maybe it was just a natural progression. But my house isn't full of skulls. I'm not really gothic or anything like that, though I have been known to wear black lipstick in the past. Anyway, I digress. I don't think I've got anything else that I haven't covered apart from the prizes. So, I was a little bit surprised when I found out quite how many people had signed up. I so then had to do a bit of homework and try and get some more prizes. And I've got, honestly, some epic prizes, which has really blown me away. So you probably would have seen that I've got Aurafil on board with some prizes. I've got I can never say this. Papa Saxten. Terrible at reading and saying foreign words. With some of her templates and pattern. I shouldn't be telling you what it is. I'm going to be keeping these a secret from now. I'm going to have a blog post with listing all of them. Oh, someone just bought the pattern. How exciting! Literally, that's what I do every time. So, one that I haven't told everyone yet is that we have Sew Tights on board with some prizes. I mean, you could never guess what that might be. We've got Sew Hungry Hippie with some of her skull pattern that she's just done. Natalie's just done a sew along for. I'm a massive fan, and I've got her glow in the dark pin. Yeah, I'm childish. And then I work in partnership with a couple of companies. One of them is Pattern Trace, who sell foundation paper. I meant to go and get some and show you it, but maybe I'll do that another time. But you don't need any of that for this pattern. I literally just use this paper. As long as you're using a small stitch length, it perforates it absolutely fine, and then pull it off. So then the other company I work with is So Hot. I'm a rep for them. I've got a challenge to do in a couple of weeks. How am I going to fit that in, I don't know. But it will happen somehow. I just won't sleep, it's fine. Then we've got a couple of people that are doing the sew along that have offered prizes. We've got Young is Modern, who's a company in America who sell fabric. Oh my god, that's my cat. He's coming to join in. Where is he? Sorry, just ignore that really pathetic meowing. And then I've got So Cute and Quirky, who does bag patterns, and she's also got a shop. All of these links will be in the blog post that I finish off as soon as I've just got a few more confirmations. I've also got Sally, who's one of my friends locally, who does some really great patterns. She's working on one at the moment with the Spooky and Sweeter, which is so cute. And I might have to make, yeah, obviously, just around the 5 other skulls I've got to do. So the last one that, the last prize that I've got at the moment is Sarah from Lazy Cozy Quilting. She has got 2 patterns, the Sonic Bloom and the Modern Cabin Quilt patterns, which are PDFs, so they can go to anyone, except for I already know who's gonna get them. I don't know if this person is on this live, but I did it just before I came online, which is why I was a couple of minutes late. Double checked everyone who had posted and got the pattern and everything. So the winner of the giveaway, or the prize, before the So Long even started, is, drum roll, I'm sorry, this is terrible, is Connie Creekmore of Dandelion Quilts. So Connie, I will tag you and I will send you a message and we'll get you those patterns over to you. You are the first prize winner for this So Long. I think I've covered everything. I've probably forgotten something. There were a couple of questions that I saw just now and I can't remember what they are. Oh, I think it was a question about quilting. They were Kate. It was Kate. It was you. It was about quilting and what software I designed this on. Well, part of what it is, I designed the software on the CAD software that I used to design buildings on. Hence why the large format is just like totally just a no-brainer for me. And hopefully, I'm really hoping that everyone likes it. I know it might be a bit of a surprise or a bit new for you, but I think once you haven't had to stick things together, you're like, why would I do anything else ever? Anyway, I've got a few messages on here, and if you've got any questions, give me... Oh, I think there is one question. Give me a shout. So let me just have a look. Sorry, maybe I should let you look at the quilt instead of my face. Oh, I'm writing, don't want to write. Oh, lots of people excited and starting late. Please don't worry about starting late. It really doesn't matter. I do think people will be able to catch up. All Canadian people, I love Canada, I've got a family over there. So you really will be able to. Where should we ask the questions? So you can DM me, you can send me an email so you can message me on Facebook or on Instagram, and I will answer those messages directly to yourself, but I will also then put that question on the Q&A blog, just in case anyone else has the same question. Yes, we do have a lot of Americans in the house. Surprise, surprise. I was going to do a stat today and tell you how many Americans versus the rest of the world, basically. So the last count, which I can't remember when was, but it was well over 100 people from America and the rest just from elsewhere in the world. I've only been to America once. No, oh, that's a lie, twice. Anyway, so how do I quilt? So this one is all machine quilted. So this is done on my little, I've got a faff. I say little, it's not little, it's got a big throat, but it's still hard work to get something this big through it. So this is free motion, not the best. And this was some straight line quilting with my walking foot. So where do you post the 2 truths and 1 lie? So you can post that in the Facebook group, or you can do like an introductory post with like either a picture of you or just a picture of your fabric pool on Instagram. This is the cat. Let me get the cat. Because I mean, who doesn't love a quilter's cat? He's a bit stupid. Hence the meowing. Yeah, he's not impressed. He doesn't care. He's a bit of a rag doll, but anyway. So just post that as a post on Instagram, your normal post. Make sure you use the hashtag so I can try and keep a track of everything. Oh, he's purring. Oh, hello. This cat's called Tiger, by the way. I mean, yeah, really clever. Nope. Cool. So, unless there's any other questions that you can chuck into the... oh, we have A German in the house, Canadian American. Oh, oh, oh. Can you tell that I don't know what I'm doing? Anyway, so let's go a little bit further back. Can we go a bit further back? This is actually in my living room / dining room. Behind here is all the kids' toys in a cupboard where I can hide everything. Or try to. Yep. And my tripod's now drunk. Yeah, this is not going well now. Okay, well. Oh, someone else has got a faff. Yeah. I really like my faff. I'll be honest. I did try and get them to take me on as a rep, but, you know, didn't happen. I'm not sure I've got the time now. Maybe at some point in the future. Always have your goals. This certainly has blown my mind. It was only last summer that I started designing patterns. My friends told me to put my big girl pants on and just get on with it, because I'd been going, I want to design patterns, I want to do this, but I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. And they were just like, yeah, literally just put your pants up and get on with it, darling. So I did. Worked it all out, still completely blagging it, so bear with me. Tomorrow I have been sat on my desk, like working on writing the pattern, the editing, the emails, all the other bits for like 2 weeks. I literally have not been in my sewing room since I finished quilting this. I was up there just now. I say sewing room, it is my spare bedroom. It sounds exciting. It's not so exciting. And it's there's stuff all over the floor, so I've got to get rid of that, tidy up and crack on sewing, and yeah, try and get ahead of you guys, because, like, let's be honest, I think most people are already ahead of me. Which is great, because it means that everyone is really excited and wants to get on. So am I, to be honest. I'm excited. I want to get on with it. This one I was telling people about. I had the colourways and everything. I was telling everyone about this at Festival of Quilts. So if you met me there, then you would know all about this before it was actually made, and I literally was so excited to get going on it. Anyway, I'm really going off on one now. I'm going to wrap up now, do some more hand sewing of school badges onto blazers, because that's my side hustle. I don't know what it is. Do all the uniform at school. And I have to finish behind you. You have a finish behind you. Oh, sorry, it takes me ages to read because, you know. Yes, I do have a finish. I do. But I want to be able to do some videos to help you guys and show you and kind of pass on some of the things that I've learned while sewing so big. Because in all honesty, it is quite a big when you're sewing it. So anyway, I'm going to start sewing tomorrow. I've decided I'm not going to sit at my desk apart from just to do a few emails. And I'm going to crack on and get some of my skull done. I probably won't post pictures next week. I will wait until the week after. But please post pictures, obviously double standards. I want to see exactly what you're doing. Anyway, loads of love to you. Thank you so much for everyone who's already signed up. And if you want to sign up, the link is in my bio. Join in, lots of prizes. You could have a lovely big quilt like this on your bed, even if you're a toddler and you're just in a toddler bed, because that's what's going to be happening in a month's time or so. Lots of love to you all. I can't wait to see lots of pictures, and I will see you soon. Bye.